What is up, guys? So this is a response video to Mark Crescen's Pro Tour recap video. There's a little quick clip of it.
Definitely gonna add some sort of commentating, whether it's myself and a pro or two pros, that's going down. Another aspect is after the points, there's a 1 minute break to go pot up. We're gonna have coaches on each side. So that way, you know, if you were in the pits and you could have heard Kyle Spicka talking strategy with the coach.
To watch that whole thing, there's a link in the description. So like, if you want, go watch that and just come right back and watch this thing. So what is the HK Army Pro Tour? So really, it's pretty simple. It's a one-on-one league, what hopes to be a professional one-on-one league. And this version of it they posted on Christmas Day is a race to 10 format. It's only using 2 pods and a hopper, and then limiting each paintball gun or each player to shooting 7.5 balls a second. And then cleverly, there are 2 start gates. So there's like a start gate on the snake side, and then a start gate, like say on the Dorito side or left or right sides of the field. And then if you win a point, you switch the side. So if you started on the left side, the next point you would start on the right side. It's kind of cool. It just mixes it up a little bit. And then when someone scores 5 points, so say the score is like 5-1, it would be halftime. So yeah, pretty simple. One-on-one, race to 10, capped at 7.5, 2 pods and a hopper, 2 start gates pretty much. So pretty simple one-on-one format. So the whole end game of this Pro Tour thing really is to make an entire pro league and then really get it all on the internet in like hour to probably 45-minute episodes. You could probably do like one-on match or maybe 2 one-on-one matches inside that episode. And I'd like to kind of break this into maybe 4 different segments. We're getting that pre-game, actual gameplay, halftime, really kind of some more gameplay, and then the post game. So I think overall the pre-game, like the very say first 5 or 6 minutes of the video, went really well. I like to see both Tyler and Kyle kind of talking back and forth, saying what strategies they might use, and then kind of backstory a little bit. Like, right, Kyle and Tyler both played on the same team at one time, then Kyle left and upset Tyler a little bit. So it's kind of cool to see like maybe that clash of 2 players. Kind of just makes it a little bit exciting and, you know, makes me want to watch. I also thought that Mark did a very good job kind of hyping this up. So about 2 days before, he posted like a vlog style video, like kind of behind the scenes, showing us a little bit, I don't know, what it was going to be like. I really liked that. One of the things that I liked the most in that video was that he went over everyone's equipment. So he like walked up to Kyle's stuff and like showed his gun and hopper, and the same thing with Tyler. I like that. I think it's cool to actually look at, I don't know, pro players' equipment, see if they tweak stuff, maybe modify it, customize it a little bit for themselves. Then also is a really good opportunity for like sponsor spots. And let's go to the second category, the gameplay. So overall, I think I liked the gameplay. I liked the one-on-one format. I like the slower rate of fire at that 7.5 balls a second. Just kind of makes it easier to move. I like how there's only tempos. It lets players see a lot easier. And then it lets us, you know, get better camera angles because we don't have like big, huge, I don't know, bunkers blocking out angles. I like the 2 start gates, kind of just mixes it up in that small field. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The only thing it was lacking is, commentary. So commentary, everybody wanted commentary. It's just kind of boring to watch one-on-ones with music over it. So I just like to see maybe 3 people in a booth, definitely a play-by person or a play-by-play person, kind of like Matt Marshall is fulfilling on the Go Sports side. And then the second person, maybe like a color commentary or an analyst person like Todd Martinez on the Go Sports quad. Webcast, I keep saying podcast. And then maybe a third guy. This third person could be like a sideline reporter or still sit in the booth and maybe provide like little jokes or something like that in between points, just to keep it a little bit funnier. In the Go Sports podcast, Todd kind of performs both of those roles. Todd kind of performs the analyst position and like that funny third guy. Really, Todd does an amazing job. We are very lucky to have Todd Martinez in the Go Sports booth. Like, he really does an amazing job, and it's one of the main reasons that I actually watch the whole Go Sports podcast. Webcast. I keep saying webcast. Podcast. So yeah, commentary, just because it makes things more interesting. Like, I would not watch any sports if it was just music over sports. I just wouldn't do it. It'd just be boring. And then halftime. Halftime's pretty easy, right? You just kind of recap the first half and then maybe run a few more things that are kind of like that pregame. So recapping the first half, you show some highlights, maybe some graphics, maybe some points or tips or like things to watch in the second half. And then you could run some more interest pieces, like maybe what Tyler does in his off time, maybe what Kyle does in his off time, maybe like training tips that they have, or just, provide us insight into who they are. So it's really just a continuation of the pregame and then like recaps, of the first half. And then we go back into gameplay, which I kind of talked about before. So straight into the end of this thing. I think in the end show or that post game, we kind of just recap quickly and then maybe a couple interviews with players and then see you later. So since the match is over, we shouldn't need to stick around for another 30 minutes of post game. There's just no point in it. So maybe shoving a couple minutes of interviews with the players and then maybe recapping with, again, those 3 guys in the booth. So in 2019, I am very excited for things on the internet and paintball. We have the ICPL, the International Classic Paintball League, a new pro 10-man league, the NPL, the National Paintball League, the new tournament 5-man speedball league, and then now the HK Army Pro Tour. So we have 3 new pro leagues in 2019. It's going to be a very interesting. We'll see what happens.